the second half and play the ball like we do.
Yeah, we've done that all year, and we've subbed in 5 guards and get the 2 bigs out, especially offense, defense, when the opportunity presents itself. And it's probably a little bit easier here with the shot clock to do that. So that worked out well, but we had done that all year.
Coach, how do you feel being, knowing that you guys were the only team ranked in this tournament? How did it feel going up against one of the top schools in the country and a team like Montrose who's got 2 kids going to D1, knowing that you got 25 from Ronald? How good did that feel being a couple miles away from where you guys live?
Well, I think you just have to look at the NCAA tournament, what's happening, parity in sports that are taking place. There's great players, great teams all over the country. The one thing I sold our guys on is that although Montrose and some of these other teams have tremendous names on their roster and very good coaching, we play in one of the best leagues in the country, the Baltimore Catholic League and the MIAA Conference. And they don't have the privilege of having home and away games in a grinded out season. We had to beat one of the top teams in our league 4 times this year, and so that was a great advantage. We have not been blown out by anybody. We've been in every game, and literally we are 23 points from being undefeated this year, 38-0. So that's how close our games have been.
Coach, you threw some zone in late first half and also late second half. Was there any thought to maybe playing more zone throughout the game during the second half?
Certainly was, and it's something we talked about at halftime. The issue was Cabrera in particular, and some of their bigs were slipping behind the zone and getting easy putbacks and layups, and so we weren't defending as well as I would like, so we had to mix it up.
Oh yeah, we played the Matthew Gonzaga Montrose the last 2 weeks or so. How would you compare it to Jabarium and any work?
Well, it's really difficult, because they are definitely different type of teams, and we actually attacked Montrose a little differently than we did the Napa, which was a little more of a slow down pace without a shot clock. But certainly Montrose is deserving of their ranking, and anytime you're dealing with the history of the Napa Gonzaga, you have to have total respect for that. But again, we were as close as you could possibly be getting a W in those 3 games.
Coach, you think the surge they had in the 3rd quarter with the steal and dunk and the layup, was that a bigger key, or was the block shot a bigger key with about 1:15 to go?
Well, the 1:15 block was a pretty big one. They had that little run and got up 8, and we dug back in. There was no question we were going to keep fighting. We were going to make continued runs. But again, you got a tremendous athlete, maybe one of the best athletes in the country in high school, making a great play. So good for him.
Coach, what makes this tournament different from other tournaments and games that you play during the year?
When you're a kid, what do you dream of? Jumping on airplanes, getting uniforms, going out to nice dinners, getting gear, and all these kids, have little kids inside them, so they get a chance to see what it's like in terms of big-time basketball. The coverage, this experience, just to interview in front of folks, it's a lifetime experience that you carry them over into real life, so it's unique, and we're glad to have it.
Coach, what's it going to be like losing before Central Connecticut? Is there certainly a bright future that lies ahead for this John Carroll school?
Yeah, I think I'm going to retire. This is the best backcourt I've ever had, and I've been a young coach around Stevie Wojciechowski when the late great Ray Mullis and Carmen Gibbons was coaching him. I was an assistant. I started in Villanova, Derek Snowden, but I've never had a backcourt with 2 seniors that loved each other, played together, played off each other. So we are so proud of those guys, and we're going to follow them, and it's ever their journey is going to be.
Probably Ronald and Jared, just talk about the game today and some things you guys were pleased with, some things you guys were disappointed with, especially down the stretch, like took a couple of shots, a couple of threes that didn't fall. Of course, the block by Justin was a big key. But your thoughts down when you play down the stretch?
Montrose Christian, like we said, they didn't know the 13 in the country. We just had to capitalize on everything. Like, we missed a couple of shots that we should have made. It was wide open, and that block was about a minute and 20 seconds. They drilled it. We tied the game. We got to capitalize on everything to be a great team like that.
The shots that they took were really, we didn't want to have any regrets if they didn't take the shot. We made it, everybody would have been happy. But I'm glad they did take the shot. We had a chance to win the game.
Like everybody knew we had the last shot. We had the last shot. Unfortunately, we didn't go in. So we had a shot. We capitalized on that shot. And then we did it.
Any last questions?
Yeah, Coach, were you more comfortable with the track meet kind of style it was in the first half, or when you kind of slowed it down in the second half? What style more
suit the team?
We can play either way. We talked about being able to play fast and slow and kind of situation. We generally prefer to play fast, but Jared got into early foul trouble, and sometimes when you don't have one of these three guys here on the floor, we've got to kind of control clock a little bit and shorten the game. And that was part of the reason why we shortened it a little bit.
I talk about this tenacity of this team. You guys got down 5, 7, 8 points. You guys kept fighting back. Let's talk about this team, and again, 23 points, I guess, or 20-something odd points from being undefeated. You got to be very proud of what this team has accomplished.
Absolutely. I think anybody that listens to David Goliath type of story, we reference we're from Catholic school, but in reality, we felt we could win this game. And so we wanted to stay aggressive. We knew their tenacity was a strength, and just like Ronald said, we wanted them to make plays. We wanted them to take shots. We did not want to have any regret coming out of this game and play not to lose or play conservative. So we took our best shots from our best players. They won the game, and we have no regrets.
Ronald and Malcolm, what does this mean to you to end your career on this national stage and everything that you guys accomplished during the season?
It's been a great season. I wouldn't trade my teammates for anybody in the world. I love them, and we had a great season. This is something we're working hard to do.
And Coach, actually this is for did you guys feel like when you guys were just trading those basket for baskets, you felt like you were hanging in there in the game? Did you guys feel like you could maybe build a momentum? And this was like a battle of like a chess battle, like who was going to fight first after you went back and forth?
With the TV timeouts, we talked about 8 mini games, and just where we were at every 4-minute mark, and we felt we were right there, other than that one we alluded to earlier. But it was just a matter of trying different things defensively to see if we could get separation. We certainly threw everything we had at them, and we weren't able to kind of get away from it like we normally do.
I agree with Coach that run they had at the end of the quarter. He threw a hard punch. He had to come back to another punch. He wasn't going to go away against the team that tried to get the hard punch at that time. He didn't go away before.
We had the momentum. Luckily, we had more momentum going into the fourth quarter, which was a crucial quarter. And many just said.
Coach, Montrose kind of has two different style point guards from Bencourt and Tyrone Johnson. When scouting and preparing for the game, did you sort of look to defend the two a little bit differently? Could you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with number 5, Carmelo,
Yes.
we certainly felt that he was a distributor, setting up the table. We did not want to give any help off on him, and when he made any penetration, we thought we could pressure him a little bit, and that worked pretty well. Johnson obviously could get in lanes, a little more physical, and even though he's capable of hitting open shots, our goal was to try to keep him out of lane. I thought he got in the lane a little bit, but not enough to really be a tremendous factor in the game. I thought 42 was just an absolute beast, especially in the first half.